What is Trappist ale and why do monks get to have all the fun? We answered that and more on today's episode of Craft Course. Here in the US, we tend to see beer and religion as two things that don't always get along. From a historical standpoint, though, the church played a huge role in bringing beer to the common people. For the early medieval church, for example, one of their first forms of revenue was actually in having a monopoly on the sale of something called gruit, which was a blend of herbs that was used to bitter and flavor beer before hops became common. For medieval monks, on the other hand, selling beer was one of the few ways that they had of raising funds for things like maintaining their monasteries, contributing to charitable causes, and providing for the people at a time when the local drinking water couldn't be assured of being safe from pesky little things like E. coli and salmonella. One particular group of monks, known as the Trappists, became so well known for their beer that even to this day, it's some of the most well regarded in the entire world. So what exactly is a Trappist? Well, yeah, they're monks, but not all monks are Trappists. Technically speaking, being a Trappist means that you're a member of the Order of Cistercians of the Strict Observance. Well, that's a bit of a mouthful, so don't expect to see that come up too often. From the perspective of beer, Trappist breweries aren't just defined by being members of the order, but also about how the beer is brewed. It has to be brewed under the strict observation of the monks, and the profits have to be donated to charitable causes. Now, as of 2020, there are 12 Trappist breweries in the world, 6 of which are in Belgium, the country which they're most associated with. Those 6 are Orval, Westmalle, West Vleteren, Rochefort, Arkel, and Chimay. Now, while there are differences between the 6 of them, and the individual beers do have quite a bit of character on their own, there are definitely some commonalities between at least 5 of them. The 6th, Orval, we'll be covering in a future episode. Of the 5 remaining Trappist breweries, there's a few styles that they tend to have in common: an enkel, a double, a triple, and a quad. Some breweries only make 2 or even 3 of them, but there's quite a bit of crossover as a whole. The smallest of the 4 is the enkel, which in Dutch means single and in English means the lowest part of the human leg. And you could probably describe it as the everyday beer of the monks because it's what they brew for their own consumption inside the monastery. As such, they tend to be relatively low in alcohol, highly carbonated, and fairly light in body and relatively hoppy, so they have a bit of a snappy, dry finish. Don't worry though, because that's the last time I'm going to be using low in alcohol as a descriptor today. Next up is the double, which, while it's literally not twice as strong as the single, is definitely a step up in strength. They tend to be dark brown in color and have rich malty characteristics, as well as a surprisingly dry finish. After that is the triple, which again, while being stronger in alcohol than the double, also tends to be surprisingly lighter in color, usually like a light straw or yellow color. Triples tend to be fairly strong, but also driven by a lot of those wonderful yeast-derived flavors and aromas that we associate with Belgian beer, with things like citrus, banana, and clove all being pretty common. Last but not least is the quad, and this is the big boy of them all. These are huge beers, usually with higher alcohol even than most wines, and they have a rich bouquet of flavors and aromas that lend things like plum, fig, brown sugar, dates, and a whole host of others. They're definitely a beer for sipping, not chugging. Or chugging, but only if you don't have anything else to do the next day. Trust me on that one. So the next time you're at the store and see something labeled an authentic Trappist product, put down that hazy IPA and give it a try. You won't regret it. Thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and stay positive. Craft Course was filmed at Dust Off Brewing Company in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I'm Aaron, our producer is Ernest Stevenson, and if you'd like more great shows, check us out online at www.beerwith.me. One of the first... Well, we're getting that out of the way. They say the first crepe always sucks. Apparently the first take does too. And the third. At least we have a robust blooper reel. Like, this is worse than the Rush Hour movies. I'm the Chris Tucker of craft beer. Lord knows I'm not the Jackie Chan. All right. For medieval monks, on the other hand, medieval sounds foreboding when you put it like that. For medieval monks, on the other hand, they used... It's gonna be another one of those days. All right. Da, 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 da. It's not that bad. Ernest is off camera. He's drinking whiskey. Help. It's 9 a.m. Specifically speaking, a Trappist is a member of the Order of Cistercians of the Sacred Observance, I think. I'm going to go ahead and double check that on my phone. The strict observance, I think, not this. Yeah, of the strict observance. Well, I'm strictly observing. I screwed that up. So what exactly is a Trappist? Exactly. More importantly, though, I forgot what the hell I was saying. Yeah. It's important. Very important. What exactly is a Trappist, though? Well, technically speaking, a Trappist is a member of the Order of Cistercian monks of the strict observance. So close. So close. Swing and a miss. All right. Now, what exactly is a Trappist? Well, yeah, they're monks, but not all monks are Trappists. Technically speaking, a Trappist is a member of the Order of Cistercians of the strict observance. Dude, that is gonna kill me. I'm gonna say it. At this point, it's point of pride. So you forgot to hit play on that one, right? And we didn't record any of that.
Oh, we had started.
This was just to get the nerves out. I like it. I like it. I fell in the pit. I fell in the pit. I'm from Indiana, dude. That show is a documentary. I swear to God. All right. I just want to do my damn ankle joke. It's not good, but I'm gonna stand by it. For the other cars going by. Oh, now it can go. For the other 5 Trappist breweries, there's about 4 styles that they have that are pretty common amongst them. Some will only do 2 or even 3, but there's quite a bit of crossover. Those are an ankle, a double, a triple, and a quad. Now, an ankle is the smallest of them. I blame the car. Damn you! Of the 5 remaining Trappist breweries, there's a few styles that they tend to have in common. Those are an ankle, a double, a triple, and a quad. Now, the ankle is the smallest of the 3. It's 3. I can't. Oh, smooth!